Hi, it's Marlene Chisholm with Attitude Builders and Stop Your Drama, and today I want to talk about change. Most of us dread change and we think change is difficult, but actually there's only three things you need to do if you really want to make change happen. Number one is you have to become more conscious. Number two, you have to create a conscious habit until that habit becomes programmed. And number three, you have to course correct. So let's talk about number one, become more conscious. What does it mean to become more conscious? Well, the word consciousness only means awareness. So we have to increase our awareness around a certain issue if we want to make lasting change. So think about all the awareness right now that's been around becoming more green and recycling. In fact, you see these little bags all the time. In fact, I got this one at one of my favorite conventions, which was the Paycom convention last year in Arizona. And I decided to start using these bags to pack my groceries because I definitely want to be more green and I want to recycle and be more conscious about our universe. Now, I became more aware, but it was difficult for me to remember, which leads to part two. You have to create a conscious habit. In other words, just because I'm aware of it doesn't mean I'm going to make the change. I have to consciously think about it every single time I go to the store. And you know what? At first I had great intentions, but 80 to 90% of the time I just forgot, and I would promise myself that next time I would remember until I did the third step. And the third step is to course correct. So the next time that I went to the grocery store, if I forgot, I made myself go back out to the car to retrieve the bags. Yes, that was a bit of a hassle. It was a bit painful, but until you course correct, you're not going to make that new habit a pattern. Our subconscious is so strong that we will revert back to what's already been programmed. So now, anytime that I forget, in fact, just the other day, went to the grocery store. I've been doing this for over a year now. Went to the grocery store. In the middle of my shopping, I realized I'd forgotten my bags, and I almost justified it and said, you know what, I'll just wait until next time. I hardly ever forget. No, I went back out into the car, left my cart full of groceries, and I went out and retrieved the bags. Because until we course correct, until we experience a little bit of pain, we can't really facilitate lasting change. So, if you want to change any area in your life, any area where you might be struggling with your leadership, with your finances, with your relationships, there's three things you have to do. You have to become more conscious, which means you have to become more aware. You have to create a conscious habit, and then you have to course correct when you make mistakes.